So I'm Daniel Kindell, and I'm Associate at Morris Listers, and I work in the Employment Department. A protective award is a claim for compensation when a company fails to inform and consult about redundancies. If there are 20 or more redundancies, then there should be a minimum period of 30 days consultation, and if the company fails to do that, there could be a claim for protective award. If there are more than 100 redundancies, the minimum period is 45 days. So the failure on the company's part to provide information about the redundancies and consult about ways of avoiding redundancies can give rise to this compensation claim called a protective award. If the company that you work for has failed to consult about the redundancies, and there are 20 redundancies or more and you are one of them, then you can potentially pursue a claim in an employment tribunal for compensation. And this compensation for a protective award is in addition to any compensation you're entitled to by way of redundancy pay and lost notice or notice pay. And so it's an additional claim, and it can be pursued as long as there are the minimum number of redundancies at the same workplace. If you pursue a claim for a protective award and you succeed, the compensatory award, the protective award, can be up to 90 days pay per redundant employee. If some consultation took place or there was some attempt at consulting, often awards range between, say, 28 and 56 days, but where there's a complete failure to inform and consult, then generally those sorts of cases attract the full 90 days pay per redundant employee. In order to pursue a claim, first of all you need to seek permission from the administrators. We as a firm would do that on behalf of our clients. Then we would have to follow an ACAS early conciliation process and then lodge an employment tribunal claim in the employment tribunal. That process can take a number of months. We have to go through a process of having a formal response to the claim, exchanging documents, witness statements, before eventually getting to an employment tribunal hearing. In these sorts of cases, they're quite complex, so tribunal hearings can last in the region of 5 to 10 days, depending on how complicated the matter is. So it's quite an in-depth case to pursue and run. If the employer is insolvent, for example, it's gone into liquidation or has gone into administration, you can still pursue a protective award claim, and the government National Insurance Fund can pay up to 8 weeks worth of the protective award payment. You first have to get your employment tribunal judgment, but you can then send it to the insolvency service, to the government, and they will make the payment of up to 8 weeks instead of having to claim it from the company. The company won't have the funds available to pay in most cases, so that's the alternative method by which you can still recover some compensation. At Morris Listers, we're specialists in pursuing these sorts of claims. We've recently pursued a claim on behalf of ex-CityLink employees and secured the full 90 days pay for over 250 members of staff. We're pursuing cases against Phones for You and other companies that have gone into administration for numerous employees. We know what kind of arguments the companies tend to want to run in these cases to try to defend them. And we are familiar with those and experienced in dealing with them, and we'll take the case right from the start, making sure everything's prepared and ready to go to the hearing, and we've had lots of success recently. If you're a member of a trade union, then you should contact the trade union for advice in the first instance. If you're a member, you may be entitled to free representation via your trade union. Alternatively, the union may even be pursuing the claim on your behalf or on behalf of a number of employees if they are recognised. So, for example, if they negotiate terms and conditions and collectively bargain for pay purposes, then they may be actually pursuing the protective award claim on behalf of the redundant employees. So it's certainly worth contacting them in the first instance. If you're not a trade union member, then seek advice from a specialist firm of solicitors quickly. There's a strict time limit to comply with to pursue a claim. It has to be pursued within 3 months, less 1 day of the date you're made redundant. Otherwise, you won't be able to pursue the claim. So the key message is to seek advice at an early stage if there's been a collective redundancy situation and you believe you might be entitled to this protective award payment.